girls, now we have reached that part where we have to now start talking business. All right, we're starting with marketing goals and plans. Now, why is this important? So it's not enough for you to design your app, spend so much time coming trying to get the ideas together, you've interviewed experts and the likes. But again, how do you now get this product to the market? So that is why it's important for us to understand how to do this by setting marketing goals and planning towards it. Like the popular saying, he that do not plan plans to fail. All right, so we do not want to fail in this project that we are trying to get into. All right, so basically to figure out which goals and metrics matter most to you, you want to start by understanding something that we call the marketing funnel. So, what does the marketing funnel actually do? The marketing funnel has three sections. The discovery, which is the top part of it. All right. What people learn here is all about the brands and when people are looking for your app or whatever product you're selling, right? So this is people looking out for it. So what do you do this period? You will be trying to understand the type of things that people look out for when they're trying to discover the product or the app. The middle section is the consideration section. It is called middle of the funnel. The user or consumer move past the browsing stage at this point in time and is now actively considering which app to purchase or which product to buy. Then the final one is the purchase, which is also called the bottom of the funnel. This time around, you want to close the deal. Hopefully, that meets the company requirement. The next step is to determine metrics and goals for each step. At the top, you might focus on things like bringing awareness. Remember, we just created the product. We want to make sure people know about it. So you want to bring awareness. So your goals basically will probably be how to bring awareness. And when you want to bring awareness, what are the actions? What do? You want to probably create what we call a landing page website. Okay, it's called a landing page. Typically, it's just one page long and has information about all the functions of the app, the features of the app, and the likes, and even the price of it. Then there will now be a link for people to go in there and download the app. Okay, so what do? Then you want to get web traffic to that page. Okay, that will be the main function because most times people don't go to the app store and start searching. Well, they do that, but to be honest with you, a lot of people spend most times on the internet. So you want to make sure you create a website, a one-page website. There's lots of template out there that you just need to just download and put in some screens of your app and explain and all that. It's pretty simple to do. All right, but I'm not saying we're doing that in our Technovision journey, but I'm just telling you this is the way to go. All right, so basically, once you have that website design, you want to create traffic to that. And how do you create traffic to that? There's several things that you could do. You could create a social media followers. You could create different social media pages, Instagram, LinkedIn, or anything that you know that your target audience are usually present in. All right, so and of course, some other stuff that you probably want to consider doing is placing new advertisement at this stage as well. That's this discovery stage. So because when people look at advert, they'll know, oh, this is there, so they want to discover it. Or driving advertising impressions or email subscriptions. At times you send emails with the information about it. There are templates that you can get, that you could just use to send an email as long as you have the email address. But remember, permission is key. All right, so that's about the discovery stage. The next thing we want to look at is the consideration stage. So of course, the people or the users, they've discovered it through advertisements or social media. Now they're now thinking about buying it. Okay, and what do? What would be your goal here now to make sure these people go to this stage, the purchase stage? So there are things that you could do. For instance, you could increase email open rates or generate more leads. Okay, improve leads quality. When you say improve leads quality, so it's not enough to just get so many leads and at the end of the day they're not is exactly what you want. So at times you want to focus on specific leads, that you think will actually purchase it so that you'll not be chasing shadows. Then of course, getting more advertisement clicks. So those are the kind of things that you'll be doing here, for people that have discovered it. You want to try to drag them to this. So you have to set goals for each stage. Finally, okay, you sieved it, So as they're coming down, they're getting narrower. You sieved it down now. So the next thing you want to do probably is to try to get them to test demos, to sign up, to call for more information, to schedule consultation, then before they make the purchase. So this is basically the funnel. And this funnel is very important and for you to have a good understanding of before you know how to target certain methods to attract the potential users. Okay, discovery, consideration, and finally purchase. So now let's see the type of goals we're going to be setting in each stage. All right, so this brings me to the SMART goals. We're trying to set goals. I don't know if you've heard of this before. SMART basically means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound. So basically, when you are creating goals, you want to try and ensure that you inculcate or you incorporate some of these elements into, or all the elements that will make it smart, that will make it work well. All right, what's SMART goal? So SMART is basically an acronym. All right. So let me just quickly explain what this acronym means. Specific basically means you want to be very, very specific in clear terms what exactly you want to do. For instance, I want to create brand awareness. Okay. So that's your goal. First of all, that's what you want to do. I want to make people know about my app. That's what you want to do. That's you have defined it specifically. Let me use another example. For instance, you want to say, I want to pass my exams with excellent grades. That's one specific goal. But again, there's certain information you need to put into the goals for it to work well. All right. So now the next thing here, measurable, basically means you want to easily track and measure this goal that you have specified. Okay. For instance, I want to make sure I score 80% in my English exams. Do you know? I'm being specific now. 80% is that number. All right. So it's measurable. So that's when I go, oh, did I score 80%? Oh, yeah. Or did I score more than 80%, 90%? Or did I score less? So you can measure it. So you want to say, whatever goal you are trying to achieve, you want to make sure it is measurable. Then, of course, we have what we call attainable. Make sure the goal is realistic. Some people, they know they cannot meet such goals. For instance, now you just started a business that you're not 100% sure that it will work out. You say, oh yeah, and then at the end of the year, I want to make sure I'm looking to make 5 million euros. Okay, how do you plan to get there? All right, so so you want to set realistic goals. For instance, maybe in your schoolwork, you say, all right, I want to make sure I score 99% in my physics or whatever. And your average grade typically is 50%. Okay, let's be realistic. All right, so yes, that kind of thing. You want to make sure when you set a goal, it's a goal for yourself, it is achievable. It is attainable. If it's not attainable, you're gonna get demoralized because you will do all you need to do and yet you're not getting it. You could actually make you not want to do it anymore. So you want to make sure the goal is bit by bit what you think you can achieve. Okay, you're not gonna make sure you're not gonna set a goal that is too low or too high in between. All right, something that will push you as well. All right, then relevance. The goal should make sense of your specific needs and should tie in with a big picture. So it has to be relevant to what you do. You're setting a goal for you to study well, and maybe what you want to make sure it is motivating enough for you. Otherwise, if it's not something that is relevant to your success, you're setting the goal, you'll not even remember it's that. So let it be relevant to what motivates you. All right, then time bound. You want to be specific. You do not want to set a goal and just say, okay, I want to pass my exams. When? Hello? You need to say exactly, you know, the plans to pass your exam, for instance. So I want to study maths every day, and I want to make sure it's at 5 to 8 p.m. Do you know what I mean? You want to be specific. Then let's talk about the app one. Okay, I want to increase my brand awareness for the first 6 months of my launch. Whatever. That's being specific. That's being time bound. Okay. So I hope you understand what this goal is. It actually makes sure you can track yourself properly. You can as well, you can as well have metrics, something to show that it has been done, is measurable. All right. So now let's go to let's talk about our app now. You see, this is a new app. So it only makes sense then that it is the first thing to do is to create brand awareness. What do I mean by brand awareness? Let people know about the app. And how will they know about the app? There are different ways, like I said, web traffic, generate sales leads, distribution, and all that. So maybe one of our goals, definitely in Technovation, in this project we're working on, is basically number one, create brand awareness. That is, let people know about your app. That is one of the goals. So we'll now have to now define how do we plan to achieve those goals. Okay, right. And one other goal again that is very important is revenue goal. All right, money. You want to make sure you plan towards making money. Okay, and what are we doing all this for? Yeah. We know it's charity, sort of, but again, we still want some money. We want to see how can we make money out of this business. Okay, right. Okay, so my advice basically to my girls is to focus on two goals. As a matter of fact, the template I gave to you had three, so you can get rid of the third one. But if you have more goals, you can put it in. But I think I want to focus on just two goals, which are revenue goals. So increase subscription on Proof. I'm using Proof as an example. I've been using Proof all along now. So you want to increase subscription or Proof app by say 10% of the population of the target audience. Maybe that's missing there. Of the target audience, I probably just had it now. Of the target audience. All right. So that could be it. Then of course we have what we call brand awareness. Brand awareness is all talking about advertisements. You want to let people know about it. You want to position Proof as a go-to app to support concerned citizens and local authorities. These are the type of stuff that Proof is doing. Their target audience is citizens and local authorities who wants to efficiently report issues and the likes. So that's the goal of Proof. All right. So now I am going to show you the completed version of your task. All right. All right, so this is the template that you have that you need to complete. So my advice is for you to complete this tonight, okay, and move it out of the way because I'm going to be sending another video for the finance aspects tomorrow. Okay, so this is your task for today. All right, so you can see what I've done now. I've actually added a marketing goal and plan. So the statement here, this is so important to create this statement. And I created this statement based on the two goals that I have listed here. All right. So the way this will work is that when you're speaking behind the scene, this will be showing, but you're not going to say all this stuff, but you're going to say this one. So this will be the words or the script that you will be talking at the background. All right. So now, which goal did I choose? Remember, I said we should focus on brand awareness and revenue goal. All right. So now this the goal number one is to create brand awareness. This is another one though, market penetration. If you like, but I just put two goals here, so you could choose brand awareness or market penetration. They're kind of similar in some ways. All right. So under the objective section is that, okay, what exactly is your objective? Yes, you've set the goal. to create brand awareness, but what's your objective? Because creating brand awareness, there are different objectives that could come under it. For instance, how do I create brand awareness? To launch Proof app, you probably want to organize a particular day, fix a particular day to launch it, invite potential users or dignitaries or the department of whatever, education, whichever, or stakeholders to know about the app. Okay, so that's brand awareness. So when you create the launch, that's a way to shout about it. Then of course, one other objective is okay, brand awareness. I want because I want to attract new customers or new users. So how do you do that again? There's several ways to go about it. That's the tactics here. Then of course, improve brand recognition by 80% of target audience. So this is another objective that is just very, very specific now. Okay, I want to improve, I want people to know more about Proof app. I've targeted my 80%. For instance, I know my target audience. I also, okay, let me see how can I reach 80% of this target audience. So I have to be working towards that. So now I've clearly stated some of the objectives. Listen, you can bring in some other stuff. This is just an example, or you could just put only one big one here or two, whatever one you want. But this is just to give you an idea of what it's all about. Then again, you need to specify the tactics. Okay, you stated the objective. How do you plan to achieve it? All right. So, for instance, now the bust campaign. Bust campaign basically means, okay, maybe for 2 good days you will be placing advert all over the internet or on TV or whatever. So that's quite expensive, Or it could just be you just use only social media. In that case, you probably need the human resource to do that, or you do it yourself at this stage. So that's called a bust campaign, like 2 or 1 week continuous advertisement. All right, then offer a referral bonus. A referral bonus basically is okay, you give somebody something. You if somebody subscribes, you tell them, okay, get 2 people more or get whatever. Anybody you bring in, give them this code, then you get a bonus or whatever so then you also create another tactic would be to create a landing page. I talked about landing page previously. You creating a website that have all the information about the app, and people can easily reach that. They will have what we create social media account. Okay, that's that's pretty straightforward. Then of course you have what we call the search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is a code that you put inside your website, to attract more people. So what happens is that you will think about the type of words your potential users will key into Google, all right, when they're searching for certain information relating to your app. For instance, if this app, maybe the app is for dementia. Basically somebody will type in dementia app. Do you get it? So in your code, there's a tag section that you have to put all the type of words, the keywords that people use in searching for your information. Okay, so when you say optimize, search engine optimization, so you are putting keywords into that part of your code, and you're not doing that now. But again, these are tactics because you're planning. So those, if you choose to do that, that's good, but it's not like you're doing it right away. So these are plans for the future. All right, then paid advertisement, pay per click. So basically you just pay for maybe Facebook advert or Google adverts. When somebody clicks your some information, some money get deducted from your accounts and so on and so forth. Then ask users for feedback. Okay, so this is a good one as well. Your app is there. You want to constantly be asking users, oh, how is the app like? Is it good? Or what? Don't use the word is it good. Give me feedback. Remember what Jessica was telling us. You don't lead them. Don't say is it good. That's wrong. That you could most likely say yes, it's good. So there's certain questions that you need to ask. To make sure that you get the correct feedback to enable you tweak your app and make it better. Then of course the KPI. KPI basically means what are the stuff that you want to use to be sure that listen, all these plans work. For instance, if you do offer referral bonus or a boss campaign, what you want to see, increase in conversation. Okay, increase in conversation basically maybe create social media accounts. If you create social media accounts, how do you know this worked? So basically to now be increasing conversation, amplification, applause on your blog or your social media. So this one here, the social media is related to that one. So that is like, what's the result of the tactics? That's what this is, your KPI. So the things you use in measuring it. So increase in natural social shares of your content. Again, this is social media. Increase in the percentage of both branded and non-branded and search engine optimization. So this is related to that. Then increase in the percentage of new visits to your website. This could be even the search engine optimization. So this could even increase more people, or even through your social media. So you get it. So you could just put the KPI. What exactly would you know the result of the tactics? Okay. So the same thing applies to revenue. Again, we want to increase the revenue by 10% by 2020. So this is very specific, to have a new lead magnets like content freebies in places within the first 6 months of app launch. So basically here is just saying this would be my objective. My objective to achieve is to do this is to create more leads by providing freebies and all that. To be honest with you, there's a bit of tactics here, because this could be here, this tactics, the way you want to increase your leads will be through freebies. So this could actually be here, the tactics. Freebies, giving free stuff to people, will make them want to come back or share the information, make people want to download the app and the like. So leverage paid advertisement as tactics to bring interested prospects to the new freebies. Okay, you have the freebies there, but how do people know you need to advertise? That's one tactic to do that as well. Then increase. So basically, what's the KPI? The KPI is increase in app subscription. Now, if I have to now summarize this, here's what I did. Our marketing goal is to penetrate the community space. Remember, we're talking about about proof now. So our marketing goal is to penetrate the community space and increase our market share to 20% of the communities around the northeast of Ireland. So basically, we are being specific where we want it in the next 2 years after Proof's official launch. You can see that it's time bound, next 2 years. So remember, we're using the SMART goals, by creating brand awareness, and the way we want to do that, and developing strategies to increase the subscription. So basically, you can see that brand awareness. You see, the way we want to do that is through brand awareness, which we have in here, and of course, revenue, which is increased subscription. You will see somehow these two stuff are incorporated to the marketing goals. So come up with your own marketing goals based on what you have there. I hope this is clear enough. You could use, I just gave several examples. You could use only 2 or 3, but I just want you to understand how this is achieved, and you come up with this. So fill out this page, and by the end of tonight, I want to see this. And I'm going to check your shared PowerPoint to make sure it's there. Let me know once you have it done. All right, take care, girls. I know this is a long stuff, but I just need to explain this. It's all about the marketing plan. All right, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.